Okay. Going next now, we'll do some comparative operations. Okay. So equal to. So let's try that. I'm asking Haskell compiler, is 2 equal to 3? It should answer me no. So it says false. Right? But if I say is 2 equal to 2, it will say yes, true. Okay. And if I have to say if it is not equal to, then I have to give slash backslash. So I have to do something like this. 2 not equal to 2, so it will say false because it is equal value. Similarly, I can do with this expression 2 not equal to, it will say true. Right? So that was about equal to, not equal to. Then other commands are same, is 2 less than 3. So it will all give you answer in Boolean variable form, true or false. Is 2 greater than 3? No, false, right? So if I want to ask reverse question, sometimes we need it in the if loop to check some condition. Is 2 not less than 3? Okay, so we will just type this not operator. So we had typed before, if you see here, 2 less than 3 had given true. I can reverse the result. It may be required sometimes. So I just took this example. Not and so it gives me, instead of true, it gave me false. Okay. Now coming to the strings. Let's see, compare strings. Hi. Hi is equal to hi. It will say true. What happened? There is a space somewhere, error. Okay. Yes, I missed out one. Yes, I missed one. This. Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. Okay, fine. Now, if we say instead of small h, capital H, then what happens? It says no, they are not equal. It means Haskell is case sensitive. Right? So likewise, there will be many commands, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. You can try different combinations with strings. We go to the next slide. Okay. So as sir said, there are many data types, like similar to other languages. So here what happens? Bool is one data type. Instead of string, there is a char data type. So strings are considered as character data type. Then you have integer, float, and double as usual. Then as I said, list is also considered as one data type, tuple, and function. So these are all data types. And I have given examples. I had mentioned some time back that type is used for data type to see the data type of a particular variable. So let's come back to our command prompt and type all these commands which are given. You can do parallelly. So I said type and I just say a number 5. So it will say 5 is a number. I can say Boolean variable true. Okay, it says type is bool. I'll just say hi. Okay, see, it will say character type. Fine. Now, next example I have taken is of number. So I'll just go here I will write 5 points on number, 5.34. It will say it's a fractional number, so it's not saying float and double. So we have to explore further. Now see, this is just a basic lab. So students may ask you, okay, then how do I know float and double? So we have to take help and just explore those options. Then going next I have shown one tuple. So when we give something in the round brackets, it's a tuple type of data type. So I will just say true. It's a pair. TRUE, true, comma, false. So everything is separated by comma in Haskell in the expression. And in the functional definition, it is separated by space. That we will see on later session. So this is a tuple. So if I try to ask what is the type of this, let's see what it gives. Um, Type. Okay. So it is saying bull. So it could easily say it is just a bull type, right? But it is showing it twice. Let's see, I'll create one list actually I had taken afterwards, but let's say I type two numbers here in the square bracket. Okay, and now I see the type of it. Let's see what it gives. Type. It is saying it is a number. Now it is saying number once. Why didn't it say num and num twice? We have two elements in that. Okay. Anup sir, you are not supposed to answer. It's for participants. Okay. So it is said in Haskell that tuple gives you length of the list. Okay. The length of the, how many elements are there in that particular tuple, it can give you. So type is directly related to the length. What I meant is, in my tuple there are two elements, true and false. So I'm getting type mentioned twice. So if I have a type mention of tuple, from that I can find out the length of the tuple. But if I have a list, and as sir said, type is heterogeneous. Means what? It has all the elements. It can be of different types. One can be number, one can be boolean variable, one can be fractional number, right? It could have function as a element in that. Whereas list is homogeneous, right? So list should be only of same type. Same type element should be included in the list. So I cannot say 1 comma true. It will give me the error. So let's see if I try to create a list 1 comma true. Okay, so it is saying you are trying to mix number and bool. It forms a pair. Okay, so this is a kind of tuple and it cannot form a list. So since list takes homogeneous type of elements, in the type here it only mentioned once number, and in the tuple number of elements, the number of types are displayed. Those many number of types are displayed. I hope I'm making sense. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Next. Is it okay so far? Any doubts? Are you busy doing things? Yeah. Okay. No doubts. Fine. So we go to next slide now. So now this is interesting slide. We could spend some more time with this slide. Let's see now. I just said creation of list. I just did some time back. Now we can create empty list, something like this. Okay, and we have one function called null, checking null function that we'll study later on in the list comprehension. So this is a null type list. A list can have another list inside it. So I can include list inside list. Okay, so these are the two lists, one inside each other, both are empty. So whenever I create list, I have to separate the elements by comma. So it is 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. We had already done before. We can try it once again. So it has created the list of 4 numbers. Right. Now I have created another list of characters. So let's do that list. So let's say A, comma B, then there's the C. Okay, I can type 3 elements, no problem. So it gave me a list of characters. Okay, now all of you do the next operation and let me know in the chat window what is the difference between if I replace double quotes with single quotes. What happens? I will wait for your answer. Those who are not finished can take time. If I am fast, I'll wait 2 minutes. And those who are finished with single quotes can post your answers. It's giving both elements as one string. Yes, yes, sir. Concatenation of string, concatenation of characters. It's one string. Very good. So I will also do it here so that everyone can see answer. So I said we will just use single quotes. A, B, and C. Okay, so see the difference here. Here there were separate characters, where here it is continuous string A, B, C. There is no comma in between. So it's a one string. Good. Now I have to form a range. Now let's say I have to type A to Z. So what I do is I use two dots in between, just like this. I say A, then I put two dots and I put last letter Z. Let's see. So it gives me A to Z all small letters. You can do the same thing with capital letters. Something like this. A, two dots, Z. So it gave me all capital letters. Now what if I don't want entire string from A to Z? I just want it from J to M. So what will I do? So I will use the first letter as J and the last letter whichever I want. So don't use exact same example. You may try something else. Let's say I will type something from B to let's say Q. Okay. So I could limit it from upper side also and lower side also. Right? I hope everyone got this. So I can have string and I can choose start and end point for it. So there are two dots in between which are important. So these two dots play major role. If you see next, all commands have two dots. We'll go one by one. So what this command does? 1-10. So it creates 1 to 10 numbers. So let's say I want in some my program to create 100 numbers. So I cannot type in the array type like, in the list 1, 2, up to 100. So I will say 1 dot dot 100. So it will create list of 100 numbers. Now the next example is I want to create list of only even numbers. So Haskell can be given instruction like this. I can say first number I can start with 2 also, no problem. I need not start with 0. 1 minute, I'll just shift my slide. Yeah, I have given here 0, 2, but I can start with 2 here. So what I have to do is I have to give two numbers, two members of the series. 2, 4, then 100. Let's see it works. Yeah. So if you see, all 100 numbers, all even numbers. Please make window little wider. One minute. But making wider, I will be always at the end point, na? So I don't think it will help. So if your program gone to loop, simply just close CMD window and open new CMD window. That's the fastest way. Close your CMD window, open back new window, type GSCI and come back to the program. Okay. So meanwhile you can try. How will you get now odd numbers? So this is the command you can try. 1, 3, 10. I will not type it. All of you type it and see if it is working. Type 1, 3, then 2 dots, then 10. You can see 100 also here. There is no problem. How long list you want, you can do.